Wow. How long has it been since I've done this before? Since I've sat down and talked to each and every one of you. You know, it's been crazy, but hey everybody, said the Nerdy Mark, I'm back again. It's time for another social media detox episode, and as you can see, unlike the last time, I still got the beard. Well, I trimmed it today, but you know what I mean. It's not completely gone. I actually trimmed it, and I figured out how to do it. Figured out the science behind using the trimmer. So I did 2 weeks of social media detox this for the month of May, mainly because I didn't do a social media detox for April. I had no good reason. I just didn't do it. All right. I decided, okay, for May, I'm gonna do 2 weeks. Let's kind of talk about it. I'll try to keep it as short as possible, but you know, since we are talking, I'm just making sure I didn't wear my shirt backwards. But since we are going to be doing 2 weeks worth of social media detox, it may be a bit longer. So you know, just sit back, relax. You know, grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and let's get into it. So let's start with week 1. I'm going to try to summarize everything I wrote here. Oh, excuse me. So let's just get started. On Monday, you know, I definitely felt, you know, oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, I do have a part-time job now. I'm working at a place. I don't want to say the name of it. Like I said, I don't want to say the company name. My head was getting chopped off there. I don't want to say the company name, but I do have a part-time job until I can get something full-time. And I'm also working on a UX design certification course. So that's actually very exciting. I'm actually starting to actually do like activities towards building up a strong portfolio. So I'm very excited about that. But you know, I was very much enthused about being at work. Definitely avoided being on my phone a lot more. You know, felt, you know, it's starting to feel more natural to be without social media. Definitely craved junk food a little less. Tried a new exercise that day. I was going to the playground, and I grabbed onto the little rungs, and I kind of pulled myself up. You know, I did a lying down pull up, but it was actually a little bit harder than you might think. But that's just because I've never been that good at pull-ups in the first place. But you know, it is what it is. Monday, I was actually feeling pretty good. Definitely doing all these things. Tuesday, you know, the focus and the enthusiasm, all of it was definitely still there. I actually wrote all this out on a Thursday. On the Tuesday when I will be honest with you, I did skimp on writing a little bit. I did skip some days where with writing, and I forgot to write. There's just some days I just didn't feel like writing at all. But you know, I've been doing some course activities that day. You know, did a lot of good stuff, and you know, that day I didn't feel bad, because I remember when I used to take a lot of these courses, I used to sometimes just give up like that when things got a little harder, because I'd be like, oh, I don't know as much as the instructor, or you know, I'm not that good compared to my peers, so what's the point? But the whole idea is you're not supposed to be as good. You know, that's why they're the instructor and you're the student. And even with peers, maybe they have a different perspective than you. Doesn't mean it's better or worse than what you had. You know, I did some copywriting that day. By the way, my other part-time job, I have 2 part-time jobs technically. The one that I'm doing where I go to work, and another one which I can do at home, and that's a copywriting job, which was the freelance copywriting that I was doing, but it's now I've been converted to a part-time employee there. It's still very flexible. It's still very much like, you know, I just have to basically just clock in and clock out. That's the only kind of thing with the whole copywriting. But it took me about, you know, I worked on a piece, you know, throughout 2 days. I broke it towards 2 days, but I spent exactly an hour and a half finishing that piece, which is not bad at all. So, you know, he actually was saying, my boss was saying that my productivity has been really good. So that was awesome. I did watch Dynamite on Wednesday. Wednesday was cool. I watched Dynamite, but I felt a little FOMO because I wasn't live tweeting. I was like, oh man, I want to tweet about this, but I can't. You know, I do feel like I felt like I performed better at my job on Wednesday. Definitely really good mood on Wednesday. Thursday, I actually did a meditation at night without any guidance. I usually use a video by a gentleman, but I didn't use that video this time. I just I did it myself. I was very much, in a pretty good mood, excited to do some coursework. I didn't feel very anxious about the course activity, like I said. Then on Friday, I didn't really do coursework because I was feeling really tired. Pretty much Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, I was honestly just really tired for the rest of week one. I don't know what happened, but I was just very, very tired. By the way, I had a next week, the coming week, I actually had an interview on Thursday, which I'll talk about a little later. So I was actually prepping for that for the previous week as well. So that's what was going on. I started watching Moon Knight on Friday, and by the way, Moon Knight's I finished it. I'll have a review for it soon, either with Mosh or by myself. I still haven't watched Doctor Strange yet. I'll talk about that too today. Saturday was kind of slow, but I still didn't check my phone a lot. And I went out to eat for Mother's Day, which was a lot of fun. Didn't do any coursework those couple of days. I definitely slipped up a little bit this last week. The blog was I finished my blog on Sunday. Great stuff. I think, did whatever I had to do. And I actually pretty much stayed downstairs for the whole day on Sunday. I didn't really come upstairs and stay in my room a lot, and I actually took some time to learn about the job that I was interviewing for on Sunday, and also I got some guidance from Dad. And actually, parents talked about how much I changed a lot since, just in general, because last year, even a couple of months back, I was a totally different person compared to the person I am now, and I think that's in a positive way. So I really do. I'm glad that my parents are able to see it. I hope you guys see it too. Eventually, as I start making more content here, I hope you see a change in my behavior. But so that was week one. Moving on to week two. Work went by pretty quick on Monday, and I did go for a bit of a longer run, and I got dehydrated. I think it was a combination of me eating like a lot of junk food. I didn't crave sweets for 1 week, but for the rest of the days, I was like having my major sweet tooth was killing me, and I just had to do something to satiate those cravings. So I went and ate a lot of sweets. And also, it's getting very hot here in Texas, so I got dehydrated as hell. I did spend a lot of time downstairs again. 2 coursework activities I got finished with on Monday. I'm actually ahead in my course. They pretty much are predicting that I will finish one of my courses. So the thing with this coursework is it's actually 7 different courses in this entire UX design program. I'm on course number 2, and they're estimating that I will finish it a lot earlier than they have planned for me. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't feel like writing at all on Tuesday on my journal. I did wake up late on Tuesday, but I did manage to get to work on time, and again, just slept a lot, didn't really do much. I did more coursework. My interview was supposed to be on Tuesday, but it actually got moved to Thursday. Pretty routine day on Wednesday. There's nothing much happened. Just woke up, went to work, did some coursework. Didn't really do much. Did have to on Thursday come to work 30 minutes earlier, which was fine. I didn't do any coursework. I did have my interview, which I thought went well, but it was a little nervous about the outcome, just because they were looking at through my LinkedIn, and they're like, oh, we don't see a lot of the experience that we're looking for. And then I told them about what the experience I had in regards to the job, and then I gave them my resume, and pretty much they asked for my portfolio. I pretty much just took whatever activities I did on my course, and I just sent that to them. I said, here, this is some of the more kind of the relevant works that I've done. As you can see, I kind of understand what you need. So, fingers crossed that at least I can move on to the next level in the interview process. On Friday, the big thing was a lot of old emotions came back, and I really kind of, in a way, it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because I'm on this spiritual journey myself. And I think those feelings kind of cropped up again, because it reminded me, it kind of told me that this is what I need to really let go at this present moment. What it was is, there's a gentleman, a family friend of ours. He's a very successful businessman, and he's someone that I deeply respect. He helps out a lot of people, and a couple of my friends, they actually got to go see him privately, and I wasn't invited, and I did feel very jealous about it. This has been going on for me for a while, and it's something that I really need to get rid of. And I want to talk a little bit about jealousy and stuff like that on my next Mental Health Monday, so we'll talk about it then. But I feel like this emotion cropped up again because it was at its height on Friday, because it was something that I needed to work. It's something that I need to work on. It was just kind of my inner self kind of telling me, hey, this is coming up here because you need to still work on that. I do get jealous from time to time. I have had jealousy. It's not something that I'm proud of at all, but it's something that I am very much trying to get rid of. Very much something that I need to really let go of. Like, it's funny, I don't get jealous about when my boys at Armbar Audio are doing something like sponsoring a wrestling event. Like, that's amazing. That's good on them. I'm very happy for them. Like they even told me, they said, listen, our success is your success, and vice versa. And that's how we look at it. But somehow with this, it just didn't feel that way, and I felt really bad about it. But it's something that I'm really working on. I'll talk more about it on my Mental Health Monday video. But then on Saturday, I did work all day, and I think I built some good relationships at work. I engaged in talked to a lot of the coworkers. We had a lot of small talk, a lot of discussion about things not related to work all the time, which is always good. I did definitely nap for some time, and I finished some of my writing. And so the writing plus the research plus the corrections that I had to make all took me an hour and 35 minutes, and I'm very proud of myself for that. And I got to go out for ice cream with my family. My sister got to go see Doctor Strange that day, the new Doctor Strange movie, and I still haven't watched it yet at the time we're recording this video. So we'll see when I get to watch it. Hopefully I can watch it soon, sometime this week, but we shall see. Then today on Sunday I did meditate, and I've kind of went really deep within and trying to find some answers as to why I have been feeling this way, feeling all this jealousy and all this pain inside of me. I'm still kind of figuring out the answers. Still trying to get to the root of the problem so we can, uproot it and just throw it away. Because having those unhealthy emotions, just having those emotions that are just going to do nothing for you, not going to do you any favors, it's not good for your mental health. And it's something that you really need to, when I say you, I mean me as well. I'm looking at myself, so of course I'm talking to me too. Is always something that you need to be conscious of, and you need to work on, and you need to be able to go to the root of the problem and eliminate it. Like, that's what we need to do. And I know it's easier said than done. It really is, and it does take a lot of practice. So that's what I'm going to start working on for the rest of this month and going into June. So that's what's going to happen. But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being super patient with me this month while I take this 2-week social media detox. It is always good to be back. It is always good to see each and every one of you, and because I do thank all of you for sticking around and watching all my videos and doing what you got to do, hitting that like button, sharing it, subscribing, and all that good stuff. But thank you again, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.